just dropped off our car. Thank you. Just dropped off our car to get its oil changed. We've got 5,000 things to do today, so we're going to record this in our other car. Talk about lap of luxury. Anyway, so here's my idea for the topic today. Talk about lack of sleep and the ability to be a good parent, and some strategies or what your feelings on that are, because I'm finding lack of sleep makes me a bad husband and a bad parent. Like, not bad, but worse than I would normally be. And do you feel it when I get less sleep? Or am I just projecting my own feelings?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know what less sleep means to you. Like, is it when you come to bed late, or is it like if you have to get up at all in the night? Or both? Like,
I think it's both.
Okay. Oh, chuffers.
I think it's more, and it's not just one night necessarily, because I think one night's fine.
It's the cumulative.
It's a cumulative.
Okay.
And then there's certain nights where it's like, I clearly didn't get the right amount of sleep.
Right. Well, I feel like there's two things going on there. Like, you can go to bed earlier. If you want to get more sleep, you could.
Well, I actually don't feel like I can a lot of the nights, especially these days.
Right.
Because my only time to work is those times.
Well, it's not your only time to work.
Well, it's pretty close to my only time to work. I have really interrupted time in the middle of the day. That's like emails and stuff like that, and then evening time where I can like do long form.
Right. That's when you can do video stuff. Well, I feel it in myself. I don't know if I necessarily feel it in you. I mean, maybe. I feel like we're obviously both shorter with the kids, less tolerant for. But I also think that certain things are kind of coming to a head right now, like with Oaks and Arrow, with how they're kind of treating each other. We're also just over that. Like, we're not accepting them being mean to each other anymore like we used to. We used to just kind of, I don't know, I think we've now made a decision, like, it's not okay how Oaks treats Arrow because it's modeling really negative behavior. So now we're clamping down on that, on top of also just being less tolerant on things in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm definitely more short. Like, I feel physically stressed when I don't normally feel stressed out, but because I haven't slept very much, the lack of sleep is stressing me out, and then every little thing that doesn't normally stress me out is stressful to me. Like, simple things like Arrow, like, twisting around while I'm trying to put a shoe on. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Stop it! You know?
Right.
Like, whereas that wouldn't normally bother me until he did it like 10 times.
I mean, is there anything we can do to make it be different than it currently is? Because, like, I don't really see anything other than just, like, trying to be super aware that our responses are going to be overly harsh for no reason.
You're saying that you don't see that changing?
Well, I don't see sleep changing.
I don't see sleep changing, but I think because we're aware of it, like, just trying to be more patient, being like, okay, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do either. I'm like at a loss. I think.
I don't know. I think we're being quite hard on ourselves. Like,
well, yes and no. I mean, like, so take for instance, because I said better father, but also the husband thing. Like, I don't feel like I can support you how I need to support you. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing everything that I need to do, like, because my brain already works dysfunctionally when it comes to certain things like putting clothes away, and I feel like it's extra shisty when I get less sleep. So, like,
But I also don't care as much right now.
So it's the other way around. So you don't care as much, rather than you care more because now you're all nuancy or all extra tired.
No, I don't care as much
Okay.
about that.
Okay. So So like form doesn't matter as much to you right now. Technique can be slacking a little if we're talking coaching.
Yes.
Okay.
Intensity is definitely higher.
Intensity is high right now. The intensity is high.
Yeah, I'm not that concerned about clothes not being put away, really, at all.
Well, I feel it's also slacking in, and that's good to know. But I feel it's also slacking in my ability to show you affection and love, and like, you know, as we talked about before, like in order for you to feel sexually attracted to me, there has to be like certain things laying in place, and it doesn't necessarily mean my sick abs. It's more like what I do for you and the family, but I don't feel like I can have that buildup. Like I don't feel like I can spend a whole day giving because I don't have very much to give, you know? And do you feel that?
Yeah, I guess I have felt that. But again, I'm not that concerned about it. Like I don't feel like, I'm not getting any attention. Like I don't.
Right.
I don't, I'm not very needy.
Never been needy.
But what I'm trying to do for myself is like I need more time away by myself, I think. And even if it's just like me going somewhere and doing work, like catching up on work. At the moment, that's like spare time for me. You know what I mean? Like that's my alone time. Is like doing work outside of the house.
Yeah.
So I think a way that I can refresh and recharge and be better with the kids is making sure I get more alone time. It's really hard for me to do, but I think like when you take the older boys now, I think it needs to be like you take the baby as well.
Okay.
So that I can, you know, because I never don't have any of them. It's like when I have the older boys, I have the little one too. When I have my spare time, I have the little one too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that might mean that you can't do stuff that you normally do with the boys for a little while. That's fine.
Kinda. I have a hard time with that just because.
I know you have a hard time with it, but that's how I'm telling you that you can help.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, I can definitely try.
Like, you just, I mean, I have to take them places with the three of them. Like when you're away for a weekend and it's, you know, I don't get to participate in anything really. It's more just like manning the ship.
Yeah, I get it. It's just hard. Just because then the boys don't get any sort of like actual playtime. Because I can't play with them when I have the baby.
Right, I know. I mean, you can. You can in spurts.
Not really. Like if
I'm telling you from experience. That's how it works. Like when the baby's asleep, or when if the baby's.
But if I'm taking them, then I'm going somewhere, and the baby, even if the baby's asleep, I can't play with them.
Right.
I'll have the baby in my arms, or I'll have him in a.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah.
So you can at the house.
Yeah, the house, but I've taken them places, and it is just like you
just let them go. You don't actually spend time with them.
You're spending time with them, and you're doing, if they come up and they're trying to get attention from you, you do it, but it's not like you're not doing flips on the beach with them. You're just like hanging out with them. That's how.
But that's my point. Is like you're not playing with them. They don't get playtime. They get time spent with them, but they definitely don't get engaged playtime.
Sure, but I'm telling you that that's how it is when I'm with them, with the three of them, and I don't feel like you've ever experienced that, really. So now you're expressing that. I'm
expressing that I have experienced that, and that it's unpleasant because I can't be with them.
Right, okay.
And I'm not saying that I'm saying that we should find times to do both. Like there should be times where we don't have all three of them.
Sure. Yeah. You mean where you don't have all three of them? Because currently I always have all three of them.
But I'm happy to switch that up to where we make it so that's not the case. Where you get time with just the two of them. But I just don't know how we would do that. I'm not sure that you're asking for that. In fact, I know that you're not asking for that.
I'm asking for none of them.
Exactly. and what I'm saying is that you should also think to take time with just two of them.
No, I agree. And just one of them, like I said last night, I had that conversation with Oaks, and he needs alone time with me. He gets it with you because like you'll listen to the book with him, and like I feel like he gets a little bit of alone time with you. And if we go to the beach, like he has you in the ocean,
Right.
Arrow demands alone time, so he gets it. But it's not dedicated alone time. I think we should figure out how we can give them all dedicated alone time. And now Oaks has like a code word when he needs more alone time with me. It's like hot dog time.
Hot dog time.
Not related at all, but it's the code word.
Might as well. Let's go over our code words.
Code for something else.
So yeah, that's my code word for you. Hey, there's Siobhan. Anyway, I guess the moral of the story is with the boys, we need to be conscious of the time that I need to make sure I take all three so you can have you time, and we need to make sure that we also have them time.
Yeah.
Where it's just different variations of the crew. I think it'll be a little different once we get Nugget a little bit more competent.
Yeah, of course. It's just a phase. This is just a phase, and it'll go into another phase, and then there'll be another thing that'll be complicated or different. But I think going back to the original thing about us being tired and what we need to combat that, for me, I need to get away a bit more, because right now I can't do that very often. So I think that will help me be able to just check out for a little bit.
Yeah.
And for you, I don't know. I think just what do you think?
For sleep, I don't know. So yesterday, for instance, in order for me to do anything that I'm passionate about, I have to insert it late at night. I feel.
Well, I think when we're at home and the schedule is up and running, it's fine. You get those times and stuff.
Well, it's been like a week and a half that I haven't had those times. It's just because of the nature of how we're trying to push, and in order for that to happen, we need to eat up our personal time.
Yeah.
And but I'm just saying
now
in my life, my only option is to do it.
I see.
Do the deed late at night.
Yeah. Right. Whereas for me, I'm okay with just not doing it.
Yeah, but for me, I go crazy.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
I've had 4 knives sitting there ready to grind forever, and I just can't do them. And I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
Sitting staring at them every time I go to my shop. I'm like, I'm just gonna grind you down and put some handles on, then I can ship you out to my friends.
So I wonder with you, it's just so hard to not put yourself first. It's just so hard for you. For periods of time. I mean, you're very good at in the moment, being, helpful and.
You
all
mean
those
it's
things.
so hard to go a long period of time without doing something for myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But I would say that probably plays into my levels of happiness with life.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm always pretty much happy because I make sure that I get at least myself taken care of in some way.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not a negative thing. I just wonder, because it is so hard for you on occasion to just, we're trying to make this push on working more before we go away to South Africa and just spending more time on the businesses. And even though you say that, and you are definitely doing it, it's you're trying to still do everything you normally do. Whereas for me, I'm all right, well, there goes my personal time to an extent, right?
Well, I wasn't trying to do that. It's just I noticed I wasn't getting that, and what was happening to my mood was.
Right. So you did kind of try and do it.
Oh, of course. I was incredibly consciously trying to be well, it is what it is. Got to do this, rather than being nope, now is my time to do my stuff.
Yeah.
And I did that all last week and a half, and it was just depressing. So I just need to find a better balance for myself.
Yeah.
Which is fair.